You may recognize this as a Gottlieb System 80 sounds only board, and it goes into game 653, which is a amazing Spider-Man, which I happen to have sitting right behind me. And right now, it just makes static noise, so I can see right away what the probable problem is here. Is this big cap, it's 470 microfarad, 25 volt cap, corrodes, or it leaks, and the corrosion infiltrates the solder mask. And you can see all these darkened traces that are corroded, and probably when I get this cap off, you'll be able to see underneath how there's an open in the circuit caused by that corrosion. So I'm going to take this cap off, and while I'm at it, I'm going to replace these two caps and this one over here, as those things are 45 years old or so. So let's get after it. So I finally have the root cause identified on this Gottlieb System 80 Spider-Man sounds only board, and there are a total of 3 chips had failed, plus this 12 volt Zener diode is a 1N4742, and here are the schematics for that. And you can see this thing is connected between the output of the essentially bridge rectifier. Those are actually 1N4004 diodes, but it is forming a primitive 12 volt regulator, and it's supposed to output minus 12 volts, and the minus 12 volts goes to the 1408. Oddly enough, maybe I'm just not seeing it here, but the LM380 doesn't use that minus 12 volts. Anyway, that Zener having failed is one aspect, or one problem. Perhaps its failure damaged the original LM380 that was in there, so I replaced it with a NOS LM380. The 6503 was dead. These are hard to come by, but Steve Young still has some, I believe, at Pinball Resource. And I had a spare 653 sound ROM, and as far as I know, there's no way to use like a 2716 or something like that to replace that sound ROM, so good thing I had a spare here. I think John Robertson at Flippers up in British Columbia has some of those, but I'm not positive. Anyway, let me start a game and we can hear a little bit of Spider-Man. That is the, that's weird. Why on earth? Well, the power went out here. And one of the weird pinball coincidences that you see periodically, power went out at the same time I was starting a game. And my air conditioner went out briefly. I'm just going to launch a ball so we can hear a few of the sounds. Those are all totally normal sounds from Gottlieb Spider-Man. So in addition to the chips that I mentioned, I've replaced 1, 2, and this is the cap that leaked and caused all this corrosion, 3, 4 caps. I have rebuilt traces as necessary, and this, what looks like bare copper, has been conformal coated. So this board is ready to go back into the client's Amazing Spider-Man. Thanks for sending it.